Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
Sideline, it is head coach Nick Sirianni. His guys running through the first half of their slate 8-0 as they come into this one. His counterpart on the Ravens side is John Harbaugh. His guys come in off what he described as a strong week of practice, looking to put one in the win column in front of these home fans. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olsen here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
Nothing real fancy when you look back on last week's game, Mike. I mean, he had the 2 touchdown passes, of course, the 1 interception he'd love to have back. But for the most part, I thought he was really efficient. I thought he did a nice job operating the system. And there's actually some more plays that he left out there. So I think he can build off a lot of that, try to improve in this one today.
Here's a first carry for their running back. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. They're down and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
The shotgun, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game? They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They're led out by the MVP of Super Bowl 59 at quarterback, Jalen Hurts.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
On 2nd down, Hurts. That'll be taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. That is incomplete. Throw took him out of bounds, and it will be 3rd down. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he's going to have an Eagles first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
First down. 2 yards on the play. First down, Philadelphia.
From the shotgun, it's Hurts.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
Moving outside the pocket, escaping the danger, throwing and completing. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run here with Barkley. Moving this to the 36-yard line will give them enough. Chains will move. It's a first down.
And that's That's a heck of a run there on 3rd and 1. So often these backs, they're just thinking, all right, just get 1 yard, pick up the first down. But not this guy. He's thinking, I know where the marker is, but I'm going to pick up as many yards after that as I can. That's exactly what he does. Fresh set of downs. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance. So, Mike, you know by now my philosophy on 3rd down. If it was up to me, I don't even want to be in 3rd down. I want to get all of my conversions on 1st and 2nd down and be able to stay in those neutral down situations. So it's exactly what they do here. They lean on the ground game and pick up a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 10. Come out of the gun. They give it to Barkley. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's in! Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Philadelphia. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year.
And that was just a great drive. Really, from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, and that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again, and he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson. They'll try to set up the screen here. This one's going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
3rd and long for Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. We'll take this in back at the 16. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. Nick Sirianni, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Eagles. His guys ready for their next position. possession. They've been one of the better teams running the football all year, evidenced by the ease with which they ran it on that prior drive. He'll start on the ground with Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
A loss of a yard. Brings up second.
Off the play fake, Hurts forced out wide. The second down throw is incomplete.
3rd and long obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Eagles' 9-yard line.
So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Eagles with the early advantage. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. Now it's 2nd and 1. As we are ready to get back underway. He'll step up and run this. What a move! He's in! Lamar Jackson! Touchdown, Baltimore. The extra point is up and through. And the Ravens will level things out at 7 apiece. We're all tied, 7 apiece. And the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's made a big impact in the passing game. As you look at the NFL leaders in receiving yards by a running back, his name right there at the top. Saquon Barkley inside the 20. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run play is to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Ravens 7.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Johnson now to return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Ravens offense ready to get back at it. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He's across midfield. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. He's given him a gain of 8. Ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. From the gun, Jackson. That's into the hands of Wester. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. Good for a Raven first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Hey, middle.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Let's go.
9-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Jackson. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Jackson looking to throw. In trouble, and down he goes. On fourth down, it's Tyler Loop for the Baltimore field goal.
36-yard
Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. No issues there. This one is good. And the Ravens are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
Very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. And he's able to push through the tacklers to pick up 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Rolling right, and he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a fourth down. That one hit inside the 10, but it bounces forward into the end zone. Bring it back out to the 20-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Inside the 40. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big play there for Baltimore. 54 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On play action, here's Jackson. Going left side, and it's taken in by Williams. So here's a chance to take the lead going into the locker room. It's first and goal. Your tight end motioning left here. Now Lamar going to hang on to it. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 9-yard line.
Off the play fake. Jackson. No chance at all. He'll go down.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on third and goal, following that second down sack, this defense has a shot to come away only giving up 3.
To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And boy, tough to bring down there. Fighting forward for a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You've got to have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So, halftime straight ahead. And we go down to Scott Hanson, who has our EA Sports halftime
Our
report.
tour of the NFL starts now. It begins in Cleveland. The Browns at home to take on Gang Green, the New York Jets. And this is Keaton Mitchell. Spots an opening, capitalizes on it, 15 yards for the touchdown. The Jets finish off the first half of the season with a victory to move them to 5-4 on the season. From there, we go to SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Let's check in on the Chargers. They're playing host to the New Orleans Saints. And it's Justin Herbert. He connects. It's a 16-yard touchdown. The Chargers get their 5th win on the year as they get the victory here. One more for you. Let's go to Cincinnati. The Bengals hosting the Pittsburgh Steelers. And here's the Bengals wideout. He's so good working down the field, hauls this one in stride. 58 yards for the score. The Bengals move back to within a game of 500 at 4-5 with this win. A look now at the rest of the scores around the NFL as we reach the halfway point of the regular season. Meanwhile, in our game, it was a competitive, hard-hitting first half. We expect more of the same going forward as we get you back out to the second half and rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Flush to his right. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Mike Green in there to bring him down for his 7th sack of the year. To throw on 2nd down is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 3rd down.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap.
He's going to air this one out, looking for Dotson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. John Harbaugh there, the Super Bowl winning coach of the Ravens, as his guys get ready for their next possession. They trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. This one broken up It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Second down and 10.
Sit up. 180.
A quick throw on the RPO is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Third down.
They'll go with the sneak. And he will have the Ravens first down, maybe by about a yard, as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now a give on the ground. And the strength on display, rambling through tacklers for a gain of 8 yards. From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a couple. Now Jackson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards. On 1st and 10, Jackson. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's Lamar. He'll keep it on the zone read. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one. First down, Baltimore.
First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
180. What a shot.
Now it's Jackson. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jordan Davis getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
6-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Hey, Alpha, sit up.
Back to throw, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Yeah.
3rd and long.
Sets up a 3rd down and 18.
Now, Jackson. Throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they were hoping for a little more on that one. Brought down well short of the first. So it'll bring up 4th down.
A 41-yard attempt.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Ravens are back within a point. It's 14-13.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
To throw is Hurts. On the run to the right. He's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line.
A loss of 9 on the sack.
And it's a a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. The Ravens offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is 1 as they'll search now for that go-ahead score. Whoa! A good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good game.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Play action now. Jackson. That's caught. It's the tight end, Andrews. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. So the field goal here gets you the late lead. Gotta think you want 6 when you have it 1st down and goal. They send a receiver in motion left. Now faking the give. It is brought in the end zone. Rajante Wesker. Touchdown Ravens. That touchdown number 1 for him on the year. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win? So you give up a touchdown on defense. The question is, how are you going to respond on the 2-point try? Well, respond did they ever? Big difference giving up 8 than there is giving up 6.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. On play action. Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3-and-out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
They'll run. It's Barkley. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. This one is caught by Dotson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
On the ground, this is Barkley. And he's not going to get there. Waller right at the line of scrimmage, and now it's 4th down.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Now Hurts. That's taken in, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to. Gets there and keeps the drive alive.
Pick up on the play. 1st down, Philadelphia.
They'll run the counter with Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
The open receiver is Dotson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now after that last play, we have an injured Raven. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That one caught by Smith. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Barkley. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And they continue to churn out first down. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
2nd and goal. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Try to get here from the 7-yard line, 2nd down and goal. One more time, they try Barkley. Looking for a seam, but will not find one. He'll take this down to the 4-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Eagles. 2 touchdowns for him in the game, and 60 on the year. So now an extra point really doesn't help that much. He'll try to go for 2 and make the difference 3. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter. Johnson now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. A throw on the move is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
180!
Again, it's Jackson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Alpha!
To the air one more time with Jackson. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Now a timeout here by Baltimore. That's going to be their 2nd. They get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in the 4th. 3rd and long for Jackson. That's made right side. Vince Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, well short of the line to gain. And that'll set up 4th down. This one is on target. And it is good. They have tied things up here in the final minute. We are in the final minute of what is now a tie game as we are set for the kickoff. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Saquon Barkley and this Eagle offense set to take over again. And take a look at the early projections for the MVP award. Most people say his numbers now are good enough to at least be on the short list to take home the hardware. If you look at the stats, it's hard to disagree. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He keeps it himself. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. Double as good there. They get the 1st down and save a timeout. Now Hurts. That one down the field, but they cannot connect. And it's incomplete. Ray McLeod is the one he was looking for there. And that will lead to a 2nd down. To throw is Hurts. They'll look to set up the screen here. On the move, past the 40. Wow, out of bounds, inside the 10. It's 1st and goal. A big one here in the 4th quarter to gain a 43 yards. They'll go down to a knee. So the Eagles will use their 1st time out here, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. So now, a big spot coming here. This to win the game. This kick is good. And it's celebration time. A walk-off victory on the game's final play. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. Their winning ways continue. They've yet to be stopped as they remain unbeaten in the month of November. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Baltimore, we wish you a terrific night.